thoughts on his game and him as well?
I was able to hang out with Deshaun at the Davy O'Brien in Atlanta, and so able to meet him, which is always fun because you want to meet your competitor. But he's a good guy off the field, and then on the field, obviously he's very talented. He's a big guy. He's able to throw and run. Physically, he's pretty impressive. So I know he'll give us our defense some fits, but I mean he's a good player. I'm excited to go compete against him.
Baker, can you talk about how you have taken the questions coming in from the offseason, especially after the spring game when you threw some picks? All the talk was concern about turnovers and the riverboat gambler, and now you've only had the 5 turnovers. Can you talk about that balance?
Coach Riley, that's all credit to him. He's taught me that I can still play aggressive, but also take care of the ball, and that's kind of an attitude of eliminating negative plays and knowing when to distribute the ball to my players, and because they're a lot better at the skill position than I am. So just get the ball out of my hands, let them go to work.
Baker, you just described Deshaun's game. You had to describe your game, what type of player you are. What's your best attribute?
Just kind of always had a knack and a desire to win. I mean, it's kind of an it factor that you're either born with or you're not. And I push my guys and I try and get my players around me to play harder. I feel like that's probably my strongest aspect.
How think you beat him? You've been here 5 years ago. Did you think you'd be playing this game?
I fully expected us to. I mean, we had very talented guys, and with the coaching changes that we made, we knew the potential we had right when all that happened. And so we were excited when they were all coming in, and we knew our potential, but it's a matter of, everybody has talent around the country, but now you got to go out and work for it every day, and you got to go play like you're the best team in the country every game. And so we're here now, and hopefully 2 more games to go finish it.
What do you see from Clemson's secondary? What do you see from Clemson's secondary?
They're physically impressive guys. There's some taller guys. Obviously, you have number 2, Mackenzie Alexander, over there at corner. He's a good player. But I mean, a secondary that's similar to some people that we've seen so far this year. So, I mean, they're talented, and Coach Venables knows what he's doing, so he'll have his guys lined up and ready to go.
Coach Riley was talking a lot about your leadership on and off the field. Is that something that you always had? Just kind of a natural trait that you've had?
Yeah, I feel like it is, and like I said about that question earlier, my leadership and getting guys to play with me and play harder, it's one of my stronger points. And so being able to relate to guys on and off the field is always good. Being able to just talk to them, not just about football, and help grow as young men, and I'm right there along the way with them. And so being able to relate to guys and just genuinely talk to them helps them trust me, and I can trust them too on the field, and so we can go out there and play hard with each other. They know that I'm real. I don't fake it. I go out there and I can talk to them. I can say anything, and they know it comes from the heart, and that's not a lie. And so they can relate to me in the sense that we're all out there doing the same thing, going on the grind and trying to go win. And so they can trust me, and we can all go out there and try harder.
Baker, your offensive line, I said a couple minutes ago, he said you are a wild man.
Did I say that?
You already know. So he said you ain't a wild man. He doesn't know. Sometimes he'll look downfield, hear about the slide wheels, and keep running. Now explain how the play breaks down. You don't take a slide approach. You really take the game with a fearless approach. Just talk a little bit about that.
The fearless approach is kind of my mindset and how it's always been. You can't go out there timid. I feel like that's how you actually get hurt. And so I go out there with that fearless mindset and try and get my guys to play harder. Like I said, I feel like that's another sense that they see me, they see my effort, and they see how hard I'm trying and how much I want it, and that helps. And so when they see me running around, Ty obviously doesn't like it too much because he doesn't know what I'm doing back there behind him. But when we're making plays, they like it and they enjoy it. But I mean, obviously I have to protect myself sometimes. So I've been sliding and throwing the ball away a little bit more, but we'll see if I have to.
You've been in 3 straight key games. The Saturday night game went pretty well. So you've been in the big games, but this is kind of a different animal. Do you think you'll have to gear it back?
No, I feel like Yeah, so far this year, I've done a great job of looking on how I've played and how emotionally I've been locked in and my focus level. And so the Texas game was a key game for me, realizing how I need to be going into a game mental-wise. And so I was very, very hyped up, energetic for that one. And then we didn't go out and execute very well. But after that, I was more focused, but obviously still energetic after that. And I've been able to kind of control my emotion and been able to do that, so I need to look back on that and try and go out and do the same thing.
If you look at film of their defense the last couple of games specifically, do you see some breakdowns, some vulnerability that maybe they didn't have earlier? They've allowed some big plays.
They have allowed some big plays, but that's also credit to the teams they've been playing as of recent. I mean, they played a very good North Carolina team in the ACC championship game, and so you're going to see teams like that and score just because of the talent they have and the game plans that those coaches have going into it. And so, I mean, you see plays that work, and that's just it's just late in the season. People realizing tendencies and all sorts of stuff like that.
Goal to win. The goal is obviously just to win, but given the firepower of their offense, do you kind of go into this with the mentality of this going to be a shootout and scores? Keep it up.
It could be a shootout, but when it comes down to a shootout, that's about keeping the ball in your hands and not turning it over. I mean, you can control the clock even if you're not going down there and scoring a touchdown every time. You can control the clock and keep it in your tempo, and that's what we want to do. We want to play at our pace and kind of set the tone.
Baker, what are a couple of things that have been pounded into your head, the offensive head, these things that really paramount, need to get done, and other kinds of keys to
I need to eliminate the big plays or negative plays, and then also just keep the ball in our hands and kind of eliminate their pass rush, because that's one of the biggest parts of their game is their front seven's very talented. Obviously, y'all know number 90, Shaq Lawson. He's a very good player, and so kind of have to key in to where those guys are at and how we want to eliminate their game-changing ability. And so it's all about that mindset, getting the ball out of my hands and eliminating that pass rush. Yes.